Hi guys, welcome to this session in Power BI. In this module, I want to show you how to create a simple KPI. So on the screen, I have a blank report. I've already added my data, and now I'm going to get the KPI visual. So click on that. I get the visual on the screen. I'll just make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. And now what you have to do with this visual active, which is you need to fill in these three boxes. So you've got values, you've got a trend axis, that's usually a date, and then a target. Now, I haven't got a target, so I need to create a quick measure to get myself a target. So if I go new measure, I'm going to create two actually. I'll just call one target equals 100,000. Just typing it like that, that'll do. And then I'll do a second one, which will be like a monthly target. So new measure, and I'll call this monthly target. And that'll be £20,000, say. You just type the number, not the pound sign. Tick that. So I've got two measures. Now, what I've got here is revenue. So I'm going to put revenue in this box. So it comes up with sum of revenue, and it says that on the label as well. Now I need to go date of payment. So if I open this up, you've got your date options. So I'm going to go first of all for year. I'll put year in there, and then you can see straight away that's done that, but there's no target or anything. It's until I put my target in there, which is the annual target, like so. So this is telling me that I'm 46% shy of the annual target. Now if I just make that a little bit smaller and move it over, so I'll just create another KPI, move it up, line it up with that one, make it a little bit bigger. So the same procedure, except this time I'm definitely going to put revenue in the value box. But the date, because some of these invoices might not have been paid, I'm going for the booking day, this lot. So I want it by month, and then that's put that in there, and it's straight away come up with that figure. And if I put the target in there, the monthly target, that should go green because it's above the target, only just above the target for the month. The annual one is below the target. The monthly one is above the target. Sum of revenue by month. Sum of revenue by year. The target being that 46% down. Now you can format what you're looking at here as you can with all visuals. Basically, you just click onto the visual and then go to this format area. So in there you've got your call out value, so you can select on that and you can make it bold or not bold. Just changing that bit there. You can make it italic and not italic. You can change the font, etc., and change the alignment. Now if I come down, you've got other options in there. Trend axes, you can change the colors of this. You can change it from high to low. So low would be good, and or high would be good. Normally green is good, red is not good. You can change the transparency of that to make it sort of see-through as well if you want, or less see-through. So I've made that a bit bolder, a bit more filled in if you like. Then coming down here you've got target label, which is on, and again you can change that, make it bold, italic, or underlined, or all three. It's totally up to you. I'll leave it on bold and take those two off. You can change the font color, and you can rename that goal to be whatever you want. Now that is adding up all the months over a period of years. So I'm going to put a column chart on there underneath that so you can see what goes off. So if I just widen this a little bit, I can get the right thing. And I'll do it by revenue. and month. So it's going to add up the months over the years, so it's going to be slightly odd because you wouldn't normally do that, but mainly you want to see which month is good or bad. So you've got April there, and if I add the data labels on this, if I go to the format option, go down and put data labels on so you can see the scores on the doors. So that's August 5k. If I click on that, so that's telling me it's 72% below the goal. And you can see these other ones that are below the actual goal, and then the ones that are above. And then some of these you can see that you get a quite a large increase, 43 plus 43.83%, 431 should I say, not 43, massive percentage above. And then that's above as well. So green is above, and then you've got red below, and sort of yellowy colour if you're near to it, but none of them are, and then green for that. So this is basically working with this, and there's a few years here where these are just adding them up together. So it's not a great example in terms of checking whether it's exactly right, but you're seeing what's happening. You do the filter, and it's telling you what the goal was. So this is rounded up to 34,000. That's 33.95, and then you can see that. So it's actually telling you the correct figure. But that's all I want to talk about in this little video, how you can create simple KPIs and then edit those KPIs to do what you want them to do. So hopefully this little video has been of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.